Hey everyone, AstroNerdBoy here, and today I want to talk about a Disney Star Wars property. Not very keen on Disney Star Wars these days. The Kenobi series was just trash. And I hated what they did there. Lost opportunities, and the Boba Fett series. I know what they were trying to do, and if they'd done it right, I think it would have been amazing. But they didn't, and so we're left with whatever we're left with. But Ahsoka from The Mandalorian and from the Mandalorian episodes in Book of Boba Fett is a good Disney Plus Star Wars. Ahsoka star Rosario Dawson drops major Thrawn hint for a new Disney Plus show. As suspected, it seems Ahsoka Tano is on the hunt for Grand Admiral Thrawn in her upcoming Star Wars series on Disney Plus. Rosario Dawson debuted as the live-action version of Ahsoka in The Mandalorian. In her first episode, she fights a former Imperial agent and demands information about Thrawn's whereabouts. Speaking at C2E2, whatever that is, over the weekend, Dawson says that should be a pretty clear indication of where the Ahsoka series is heading. She also jokes that the former Jedi may need some multiversal allies to aid her quest, and then tries to call in the Scarlet Witch for assistance. Oh, come on. Man, it's just a joke, but it's terrible. The dude, man, incognito, Dawson says, maybe we get the Scarlet Witch to help us. She can jump through the multiverses, right? Let's go, girl. I mean, that's a really big key kind of giveaway in Mando about what my show could potentially be about. Obviously, we're trying to track Thrawn down, so we'll see what happens. So, I don't know. Grand Admiral Thrawn is a holdover from the old Star Wars expanded universe, where he served as the villain of a trilogy of novels beginning with Heir of the Empire, taking place right after Return of the Jedi. That trilogy, written by Timothy Zahn, became the cornerstone of the expanded universe's growth throughout the 1990s and into the 24th century before Disney purchased Lucasfilm. Thrawn, an intelligent and cunning master technician, became widely regarded as one of Star Wars' best villains, alongside the likes of Darth Vader and the Emperor. And that is true. I remember when I read those first three trilogy were really good books, and I really liked them. The only thing I hated was how it ended, because Thrawn was like, no matter what the rebels did, he always was one up on them. And then I guess they were going for the Macbeth or I don't know if it's Macbeth. One of the Shakespeare things where the Julius Caesar, maybe. Yeah, I think it's Julius Caesar. Where it's like, oh, I was betrayed. Oh, and I couldn't see it in front of my face. I just hated that ending. I would have preferred a better ending. But that aside. And Thrawn was also in Empire at War game in the expanded expansion. Thrawn became part of the new Star Wars canon with his role as a villain in the Star Wars Rebels. Yep, that was really good. That was amazingly good. I loved Thrawn in Rebels. And Zahn returned to write 2 trilogies of new novels about the character, which I have not read. When last seen, Thrawn disappeared along with young Jedi Ezra Bridger. It's Ezra who saved Ahsoka's life after her duel with Darth Vader that Ahsoka is truly trying to find. There are rumors that Lucasfilm has already cast an actor in the live-action role of Thrawn, but has not announced the actor yet. A rumored casting description of the character describes him as a series lead who is tall, strong, with a solid build. He is a member of the Chiss alien species, meaning he is a blue-skinned humanoid with glowing red eyes. Thrawn dons a white uniform befitting his rank in the Empire. The rumor I heard was, I can't think of the guy's name. I'd have to look, but he was in an episode of Sherlock as an Emmy. I think he's the voice. The guy I'm thinking of, I think he's the voice of Thrawn in Rebels. And I was thinking that someone said that they were going to cast him, and they even did this, screen deal to put him in blue with red eyes, and it was like, ooh, okay, yeah, that could work. But I don't know. That's just rumor. Filming on Ahsoka began in May. Dave Filoni, who developed the character in animation in Star Wars Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels, is writing and directing his new series along with director Peter Ramsey. Ahsoka will debut on Disney Plus sometime in 2023. So Dave Filoni being involved is the one reason why I have some hope for this series. But I know that there were rumors and hopes that the Ahsoka series, that she would go to the world between worlds, which was introduced in Rebels. And that also introduced the element of time travel. That's how Ezra was able to save Ahsoka from being killed by Darth Vader. Otherwise, she would have died. But, and that Ahsoka could go between the world between worlds. Theoretically, she could be the one who saves Baby Yoda, Grogu. That would make perfect sense to me. That would be perfect symmetry. There's also rumors and a hope, and I don't think this will happen, that they could use this to somehow make the sequel trilogy alt universe. This happened in some alt universe. And now if they did that, you'd have these wokesters who really don't give a rat's rear about Star Wars screeching like mad on social media, but you'd have the hardcore fans, going, really, really into that. And frankly, I wish they would do that, to be honest, because the sequel trilogy is just rubbish, trash, garbage. I mean, it's just insanely bad, especially, starting with bloody The Last Jedi, which is the worst of the worst. And then bringing the Emperor back was bad call. I don't really blame JJ for that, to be honest. I think that was forced on him. I think he wanted to bring in some other Sith Lord. And then the powers at Disney were like, well, who would know that? Well, you know what? A lot of Star Wars fans would know that, smegheads. And even if they don't, you can introduce them to it. How about that, Jeez. But, that's what happens when you get these idiotic executives who just... I get, they're so worried that think something will fail that they do make stupid decisions, but then at the same time, because like Kathleen Kennedy, I don't think it was Kathleen Kennedy that nixed. She may have, but I don't think it was her that nixed the I don't remember which. I think it may have been Darth Sidious's master, Darth Plagueis. I don't remember who they were thinking about bringing back and making the villain in the last Star Wars sequel movie, but then it was like, nope, flush it, make it the Emperor, and then it was like, well, okay, that just destroyed the Star Wars trilogy because it makes no sense. And then the Skywalkers are dead, long live the Palpatine. She can call herself Skywalker, but she's still Palpatine. I don't know, it's all stupid. But that aside, Ahsoka, though, like I said, Rosario Dawson has been amazing. I loved her in The Mandalorian as Ahsoka, and I loved her scenes in the Boba Fett series where she's with Luke Skywalker. I loved that moment. I wish we could have had more of that, to be honest. I would have loved for them to have just had a nice conversational chat, but the problem is that episode didn't belong in the Book of Boba Fett. That could have been like a special, just a one episode special, make it run for 60 minutes, an hour. Ahsoka, Luke, doing their thing, talking, maybe even doing some training together, talking about the time, where she could talk about Anakin. That would have been amazing. My goodness. And then flashbacks. Oh, that would just have been amazing. But of course, we can't have that. Because that would actually be cool. So anyway, well, that's all I have. Like, subscribe, all the other stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.